I think you interpret the Peace River country in terms of the whole of Canada. When Sir Wilfrid Laurier declared, as he did at the turn of the 20th century, that the 20th century would be a century filled with Canada, much like the United States had been a country filled, or a century filled with America. The idea was that all aspects of this, what had been British North America, would be melted into a greater whole. Thinking about America, or Canada, much in terms of America, had become this melting pot. It didn't happen. Canada had evolved into a country of regions. It's about 80% of the people in Canada live within 90% of the American border, all strung along. And we're, particularly people in southern Alberta, far more familiar, far more in common with people in Montana and Idaho than they have with people in Ontario, Quebec, the Maritimes. So we have a diverse culture, as it were. And despite that, I would say built upon that is the importance of different communities, different regions across Canada, making the country stand out as a mosaic. So the Peace River country, which is the last extent of the great central plain of North America, the last region on the continent to be settled on a broad scale by agricultural farmers. I think it's important to note that in terms of the country as a whole, as evidence that Canada and its north is not just a land of ice and snow with nothing but the fur trade for an economy, that extending that far and then pushing on into the Yukon, there is a region of farmers that, very much like the farmers across the whole of the country, it's important to Canada as a whole that the farming hinterland of the country, of the West in particular, isn't just along the southern prairies, that it can be in the north as well, as it is north as well.